Scanners detecting sentient life. Engaging.
Who's ready to have their ass kicked?
Another notch for the gun.
Place is off limits. You'd best move along.
Someone's coming. Not exactly subtle now.
off limits. You'd best move along.
Edward Deegan sent me. I'm looking for a missing package.
Oh, you're the new girl. So this package. Pretty sure we know where it is. The guys that shot Ben are holed up in the Parsons Creamery, just north of here.
So you've just been waiting for me to show up to do something about those.
What, you wanted to wipe your mouth for you after meals, too?
As far as I remember, I don't answer to you. And yeah, we were waiting. That's your job, to deal with unexpected problems that come up.
Sure. Sorry. I shouldn't have said...
My friend here gets a little excitable sometimes, just before a fight.
Was that an apology? Now I've seen everything. Apology accepted. Hey, it's like they're scout.
Just don't bring any trouble down on us.
Who's it?
Fucking hide from me?
Yes, we're not alone. Look who it is. Really want this to be the last one you see? You don't have to do this.
Just die! Ain't scared yet!
This how you imagined you'd go?
Think you're tough? Come on!
You got guts. Had guts. Got me good. That's one way to get the coolant pumping.
Nice.
Collection or something?
Yes.
That is not acceptable. Imogene is missing, and I want her found.
She's not missing, Mother.
Do you know where she is?
No, but that doesn't
Your
mean...
sister is missing, and I want her found. What else is Edward for, if not to keep the family safe?
I'd be happy to send someone to look for her, ma'am. It's not a...
Mother,
So did you
Edward
find
has
out what happened to the
better
courier?
things to do than sending someone out to find Imogene. Again.
I don't think you're even listening to me, Jack.
I'm not going to have Edward drop everything just because Imogene decided to take a lover again.
Jack, how dare
When do
you
I
speak
get
so
paid?
disrespectfully
We'll
of
get
my
to that.
ambassador?
First, I need to know what happened to the courier.
I insist you send someone to find Imogene.
Just some raiders that ambushed him.
I don't like raiders operating so close to Parsons. I hope this isn't the start of something serious. What about the serum he was carrying? Did you get any of it back?
Somewhere, maybe even lying dead in a ditch, and you don't even care.
There was only this one vial left.
Oh, good. I was afraid we wouldn't get any of it back. Here's your pay for the job. I'm throwing in a little bonus for bringing back the serum. That was good work. Now, as far as what's next. Oh, hell. I guess it's time you met Wilhelmina. Jack's not gonna be happy about it. Come on.
She would have told someone.
Jack, I'll take care of it. Mrs. Cabot, don't worry. I'll send someone to find Imogene.
Thank you, Edward. I can always count on you. Why can't you be as devoted as dear Edward?
You shouldn't indulge her, Edward. It just makes her more impossible to deal with next time.
Just doing my job. Speaking of which, here's all we got back of the last delivery from Parsons. Raiders got the rest of it, I'm sorry to say.
Ah, good. Finally. This will help settle Mother down.
Imogene is Jack's sister. You probably figured that out yourself. She's, a little flighty. Impulsive. From time to time, she runs off. Usually with a new boyfriend. Then I send somebody to bring her home. The trouble usually isn't finding her. I don't know where she's gone. But I can give you a place to start.
Right.
She's been spending a lot of time in Good Neighbor. That's a jazz club there, the third rail. Somebody there must know something. She's not known for keeping her mouth shut.
What if she doesn't want to come home?
Obviously, as one of the family, usually by the time I send someone after her, she's gotten bored with the whole thing and is... I'm sure you'll think of something.
Uh-huh. Hey.
On.
I've got a weapon here for every situation.
Mm-hmm. I'll take a look, sure.
Let's get you outfitted, killer.
new face walks into my store, and you're not even screaming yet. Very polite. You let me know if any...
I'll take a look, sure.
Everything's guaranteed to last. Until it doesn't.
Hey, you like scary stories? Head up to Salem sometime. Take the scenic tour. Believe it. He looked just like Sammy, too.
Sure as hell didn't act like him. Institute thinks they can replace people with synths in this town? They got another thing coming.
One to waste now, would we?
What am I gonna tell his mother? Might stop by the memory den later. There was this girl. So.
Hancock says newcomers are welcome in the third rail. Go on in.
Excuse me.
Charlie serves the drinks. I deal with the drunks.
What? Another one of you mercs looking for McCready? He's in the back room.
'Cause we're all a little strange in here.
God, I love this song.
Have you got a history that needs erasing? Did you come in just for the beer and cigarettes?
Boy, we got beer.
you ain't buying beer, you ain't buying.
Pardon me, I'm sorry to bother you, but remember me?
Not to my... Wait. You're that thing that pulled me out of that
I need
raider
to be
cave.
a lot more high or a lot more drunk.
Yeah.
Well,
you wanted to say hi, make sure
You're blocking my light, though. Charlie.
What a regular. Well, the beer still tastes the same. Like shit.
But if you're searching for something...
Do you know Emma Jean Cabot?
Name rings a bell. Kind of balmy. Try Magnolia. She likes to make friends with people. She might know more. Magnolia!
Excuse me, miss?
Well, what's the matter, sweetheart? Don't tell me you didn't like the song.
I loved the song. It was perfect.
Ah, there ain't nothing like real jazz.
Right?
Oh, well, thank you. A girl tries her best. Now, there's something special about you, isn't there? Don't tell me. Let me guess. Ah, that's it. You have that, I'm the smartest one here and I know it posture. There's something so irresistible. So what brings a woman like you to my...
What do you think?
We're all trying to forget something, are we? I think you and I. So it's my turn to answer questions, right? What can I do?
Uh-huh. I was wondering if we could get to know each other better.
Oh, really? Go on.
Do you know Emma Jean Cabot?
Emma Jean? Sure. I know her.
She's missing, and her family's worried about her.
Well, I'm glad somebody's looking out for her. She's...
Please, tell me what you know.
There was this preacher fella who used to come in here all the time. One of the slick ones. Always going on. Most of the customers wouldn't give him the time of day, but Emma Jean, she...
Right.
I don't suppose it hurt that he was easy on the eyes. Intense. Pam, would you come over here a minute?
Is there a problem, Miss Magnolia?
No, this lady here was just looking for Emma Jean. Do you happen to know where that preacher fella came from?
Brother Thomas?
Yes, that's right. The one Emma Jean was always hanging on.
Had to throw him out. Wouldn't stop bothering customers with that salvation racket. Kept going on and on about joining him at the back bay. Then he'd shove those... Here, I kept one of them, just in case he didn't pay his bar tab.
Well, thanks, honey. You were a big help.
Anything for you, miss.
I hope Emma Jean's all right. I didn't much like the idea of her going off with that preacher fella. Hello again. Something I can do for you?
I wouldn't mind hearing another song.
All right. I can try another tune for you.
I think we ought to talk.
What's wrong?
Wrong? Oh, no, nothing's wrong. We've just been traveling a while now, and I figure there hasn't exactly been equitable. I've gotten a decent glimpse into your dirty laundry, but you still don't really... I figured I'd offer to balance the board.
Like an earthquake starting to roll, I felt my world shake out of control like a
So, who are you, Nick?
That's a question I've been trying to figure out myself for a long... But I'm still mechanical, not bioengineered like the fancy synths giving everyone the willies these days. I get my memories, my personality, they're all lifted from some cop who volunteered for an experiment.
Sure.
Scanned his brain and copied it onto the hardware. Don't know why they chose to make a robot-based... Hey, maybe that's why the Institute tossed me in the...
Wait, the original Nick was from my time?
Sure was. Which meant when I finally ended up out here, it was... I remember waking up one day in a garbage heap. A body in tatters and a head full of memories Suffice to say, it was a confusion. Folks didn't really know much about synths back.
Right.
But the kids, I think his name was Jim. The first person to actually speak to me after I got them. Grilled me for an hour. Once they'd seen I wasn't going to hurt anyone, it eventually turned into a pretty swell soiree. Those people, they treated me like a human. It's a surprising part of the reason I've stuck around this long.
Where's that town? We should go visit.
Don't know what happened to the people.
If you're good to people, they'll be good back. That's something I've always believed.
Couldn't agree more. Well, I expect you're about as bored as could...
Right?
Like a mushroom, cloud in the sky. I felt my world stop, waving goodbye, radiating through and through. Baby, it's just...
Hey.
Fred Allen at the Hotel Rexford. He can hook you up with a key. Irma at the memory den. She offers a whole other class of...
Yeah?
Who?
Calling all Silver Shroud fans. I got an urgent mission. If you're a true fan, stop by the Memory Den and to talk to Kent Conley. The Silver Shroud needs you.
Galaxy News Radio.
When evil walks the streets of Boston, one man lurks in the shadows, shielding the innocent, judging the guilty. That guardian is the Silver Shroud Square.
Just down this alley. Well, well, well. Looks like someone got lost on the wrong side of the track.
Someone's coming.
Yeah, wrong side of the tracks. I'm just meeting a friend. No business of yours. Perhaps I'll just call him. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Not so fast, fancy pants. Your wallet and that snazzy briefcase you're carrying. Hand them over, now.
I don't think we're alone.
I most certainly will not. Do you have any idea?
Oh, jeez Louise. Why'd you go and do that?
Because he could have made us, that's why. You want to spend another stretch in the pokey? Now, let's see what's in this fancy case. Nothing. Papers, no cash, it's worthless. Ah, get his wallet. Soup like this has got to have something.
All right. Let's see. $20, a driver's license. Oh, man. We done it this time. You know who this is? We just wasted Mayor Murphy.
What? The Mayor Murphy? What the blazes was he doing up here? Up in Scully Square?
A mystery, to be sure.
Who said that? Show yourself.
You have murdered a man in cold blood. Justice must be served.
It's the Silver Shroud! Let's get out of here! I ain't afraid of the Silver Shroud. You hear me? Come out and I'll do you like I did the mayor.
Death has come for you, evildoer, and I am its shroud.
No!
My work here is done. Or is it? What brought you to Scully Square, Mayor Murphy? A journey that left you dead and Boston leaderless. Why venture? Emerge from the shadows, villain, or face the justice of the Silver Shroud.
What will become of our stalwart hero? Find out what happens next week on another exciting episode of The Silver Shroud. You've been listening to Galaxy News Radio, a wholly owned subsidiary of Galaxy News Network.
Galaxy News Radio.
When evil walks the streets of Boston, one man lurks in the shadows, shielding the innocent, judging the guilty. That guardian is...
Who's there?
Appreciate it, big target.
You had your time, human.
You're in for it now.
That's the last one.
Nat King Cole there. He's just the best, isn't he? If you're the kind of person who is tired of living in Diamond City and you maybe want a adventure or something, I guess you have a new option. The settlement of Sanctuary has, I guess, been founded to the northwest there. Good luck to them with, you know, the whole surviving thing. And in other news, it sounds like maybe the it's not other news. It's actually the same news. The Minutemen were involved in this. That's the Minutemen. I thought they were kind of done for. It sounds kind of crazy. It does me. And if it were real, it would be super dangerous. I bet. Next is Ella Fitzgerald, who doesn't like it when people can't decide things, and then sings about it.
Hey there.
Welcome, neighbor. We're always glad to see a new face around here. Tell me something. You ever feel like this whole world is broken? Do you ever wonder why things can't be the way they were in the good old days?
The whole world is broken.
That's what I used to think. Until I found a way to make a difference. To transform my life, and maybe everyone else's too. We call ourselves the Pillars of the Community. We're a pretty new movement, so you may not have heard of us. But we're growing fast all across the Commonwealth, and you can be part of this exciting future. Step right this way, and I'll be happy to tell you all about our movement and how you can be a part of it.
Sounds good.
Well, that's just fantastic. I know you're going to fit right in around here. Don't be shy. Just follow me. I'm always excited to welcome a new member into our fold. Don't worry, I don't bite. Alrighty, I hope you're as excited as I am. This is one of my favorite parts of the job, getting to welcome new members into our movement. The first step is simple. You have to learn to give up your attachment to material possessions in order to gain the ability to have true wealth, health, and happiness. Just go ahead and give me everything you own, and I'll initiate you as a first-level pillar of the community.
There's not a lot of situations where stripped down to your socks is the right course of action. I can tell this ain't one of them.
You've got to be kidding. You want me to give you everything I have?
The first step is the hardest, neighbor. But it's the only way to cast off your old life and start on the road towards your future health, wealth, and happiness. Don't you think that's worth a small, temporary sacrifice?
What do I get in return for giving you everything I own?
You're still stuck in old thinking. You're still clinging to your old life. But that's what you came here to give up. And the first step is to shed yourself of your material possessions.
What if I've changed my mind and don't want to join anymore?
No, sorry. I'm afraid we're past that point. You really do need to give me everything. Now.
You can't seriously think I'm handing over all my stuff.
The world is full of suckers, pal. Just look outside. Every one of them handed over everything they owned in return for, well, hope. Sure, it's false hope, but hey, it was worth it to them. You can tell yourself whatever you want, but you're leaving here naked or horizontal. Your choice.
I'm walking out of here. Your choice what you want to do about it.
You're not worth the trouble. Plenty of easier marks. Get out of here before I change my mind.
I'm looking for Emma Jean Cabot.
Not that it's any of your business, but she and I are just having a little relationship trouble. You know how it is. She's not seeing anybody until she cools off.
I'm looking for Emma Jean Cabot.
I already told you, Emma Jean can't have any visitors right now.
You're not holding her prisoner, are you?
No, she's not a prisoner. She's just locked in her room until she calms down. She was acting crazy, threatening to run off. No offense, but you know how women can get sometimes.
I'm a friend of the family. Maybe I can talk some sense into her.
A few words with the lady and we'll be out of your hair.
I said she wasn't seeing anybody, including you.
Never mind, then.
Okay.
I'm looking for Emma Jean Cabot.
I already told you, Emma Jean can't have any visitors right now.
I'm going to see her, one way or another. Your choice.
You really think that's the best way to play this?
Take it easy. If you want to see her so bad, don't let me stand in your way. Here, I'll unlock the door for you. All yours, pal.
You must be Emma Jean.
Don't tell me. Jack sent you.
You're Jack's sister? I was expecting someone a bit younger.
How rude. Don't you know to never mention a lady's age? Just to be clear, I'm Jack's younger sister. Once I get home and get some of Jack's serum, I'll be back to my usual.
Jack has a serum that reverses aging?
It's more like it halts aging. I started taking it when I was 32, so normally that's what I look like. You'll see once I get my treatment. I was well known as one of the belles of Boston society. Back when there wasn't.
Right. Actually, there's only one vial of the serum left.
I'd better get home before Mother convinces Jack that she needs all of it. That he could still be such a mama's boy at his age is ridiculous. I'm so disappointed in Thomas. He seemed so interesting at first, but after we came me to join his absurd...
Need anything before we go?
No. I didn't bring anything worth taking with me. Oh, I'm not going with you. You can tell Mother I'll be along home before too long. I just need a drink first.
Hi.
I can find my own way home. Thanks.
Hey there.
I'll never hear the end of this from Mother.
If you see that guy or that kid that was living with him, you should tell Nick or the guards, or maybe both.
Go ahead.
Hey, I've got a question for you.
Not now. Edward! Edward! Not now.
Oh
Edward,
my God, it's
switch
happening.
over to the Hartley modulator. Do you copy?
Switching now. How's this?
Oh, that's done it. Edward, what's going on there?
We're under... They're attacked. They're inside the building.
Inside? Can you keep them out of the basement?
I'm trying, Jack. I've never seen raiders.
No accounting for taste.
The doorway, right there. Sorry. Things are a little busy around here right now.
Listen, if they're inside the building, you have to go to the office and shut down the elevator. You can't risk them getting to Lorenzo.
Got it. Office. Elevator. You better round up whoever you can and get...
Hello? Edward? Come in. Edward! There's no signal at all. I've lost him.
What's happening, Jack? If these people are inside Parsons, if they free him...
Don't worry, I'll handle it.
I always knew it would end this way. I never should have allowed you to lock up Lorenzo in that place.
That isn't helping, Mother. And as I recall, using the serum was your idea, not mine.
So what are you going to do?
I said I'll handle it. I'm thinking.
What's going on?
That was Edward. He's at Parsons, the old asylum. They're under attack. It's strange. The guards have held off raiders before without any trouble.
I found Imogene. She's fine.
Oh, yes, good.
At least one small comfort on this terrible day.
You'll be wanting to be paid, of course. Edward usually caps is what you use for currency, isn't that right? Here, I hope that's the right amount. Now, we really need to focus on the current emergency.
How can you be so callous about your sister's safety?
I wonder if some of them had...
What exactly does this serum...
I suppose it's time you knew. The main benefit of the serum is to halt, but it also confers... it increases strength, so at least some...
Where do you get this serum from?
My father, Lorenzo Cabot, is confined in Parsons. He became dangerously unstable after handling an artifact he found on an archaeological dig in Arabia. He gained various seemingly paranormal powers, as well as becoming increasingly irrational and violent. In the end, I had no choice but to confine him.
Jack, are you sure it's wise telling her all this?
In the course of my attempts to cure him, I discovered that the artifact, so the source of his... But if he were to escape from Parsons, not to mention that...
Exactly what abilities does...
enhanced strength, unusual... Oh, and a kind... That's why I've built... Before we go, I need you to understand something. When we get to Parsons...
Got it.
Good. Make sure you...
Jack, be careful. And try not to hurt him.
I love Father at least as much as you do. But you know as well as I do that if he gets free, there will only be one option.
Don't let it come to that, please.
I'll do my best, Mother. And if Imogene finally comes home, for God's sake, don't let her leave again until I...
That's it.
Now, I really do have to go.
Hey.
I'll see what I can do.
Perfect. I'm through.
Oh, sorry. That was Bob Cosby. Hey, have you seen the, well... There's this article in, the newspaper, Public Occurrences.